Thryve. Welcome back, guys, to another Thryve Thursday, episode 9.
The big niner.
Big 9. Almost at double digits. Double digits came a long way, you know? A long way.
Felt quick. My name is Asher Holmes.
Anthony Monaco, and today we're going to be telling you guys about why perspective is everything.
Perspective is very important.
Yeah.
The way you look at the world is essential. Some people choose to look at it in a negative way. They look at all the negative things and they're nitpicky. They just think about the negative things, and that's going to drag you down. We talk about that in every single, probably one of these podcasts. You mentioned it. Yeah. Perspective is everything. One person's picking out all the good things, thinking about all the good things, the positive things that could happen in the future, and others are worried and anxious and terrified of what could happen. It's perspective's everything. Think about the potential, not the risk. I mean, these are all...
Yeah. Everybody has a different perspective on everything.
Yeah.
I mean, and one of the important things to know is stress. The way that you perceive stress completely changes the way that your whole entire life will go. People that see stress as something they want to avoid, something stressed out, man, can't do this, those people die at an early age.
Yeah.
And the people that take the stress and say, man, I love stress. This just means that I'm stressed because I'm doing something I have to do.
Yeah.
Right?
And you know what the difference is? Perspective.
Yep.
That's the difference. It's saying, okay, this stress, it's going to shape me into the man who I need to be, with the stress of the business, the stress of running every day, the stress of doing whatever.
Yep.
That's going to shape you into who I need to be, and it's going to form me into the man I should become. It's going to make me stronger, better. And others, it's like, I'm stressed. My brain can't take this medication, and they get all anxious.
Yep.
And that's all perspective. That's all perspective. And the crazy part is like same with placebo.
Yeah.
With placebo, I mean, I don't know if you know about placebo. Whether you have a control group, someone who's actually getting a medication, one they're told they're getting medication. They said, hey, you're getting this medication, but they're not. It's just some fake pill.
Yeah.
And then someone who's not. And the crazy part is someone who's feeling ill, someone who's feeling sick, the control group that actually gets the real medication, they almost have the same exact results as someone who gets the placebo as far as their results. They feel, it's all in the mind. Say, okay, I'm going to feel better. I'm supposed to feel better.
Yeah, perspective is everything. The way you handle stress completely changes the chemicals in your body, and it makes everything in your life different.
Literally change the chemicals in your body.
You need to have a positive perspective no matter what you're doing. Bad things are going to happen.
Yep.
Bad days are coming. You need to have a good perspective on everything until those terrible days come.
Yeah.
And
it kind of builds you up mentally.
Yeah.
And not almost sort of prepare you, but also just build you up so you're stronger. So when things do happen, it's like, definitely a hit. It stings, but I'm going to be okay. Things are going to be okay. Things are looking up. Things are always looking up.
Yeah.
If you let them look up.
Yeah.
Things are always looking down as well, if you choose to have them look down always. But the difference between winners and losers.
Yeah.
Sometimes winners might have a bad not really. No, that's not true. Winners are going to have good perspectives. Winners and losers, that's really the difference.
Yeah. Winners win.
Winners win.
Winners win.
And winners choose to win.
Yeah.
Because winners lose too, but they don't stop there.
No.
That's the difference. Losers, they lose. I'm done. I quit.
Losers always lose.
I'm out.
If you have a losing mindset, you're going to lose.
It's inevitable.
Because you can't become amazing without believing that you can become amazing. You know what I'm saying? You cannot achieve the highest goals without believing that you can achieve those goals, because you'll sabotage yourself. You won't even try.
And you're going to fail on the way.
Yeah, and every time something goes wrong, you're just going to put yourself down. Right? The people at the top athletes. Who's a top athlete?
I don't know. John Morant. RIP. He's in trouble right now, but yeah.
I don't know who
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Imagine if LeBron James, coming up, he was practicing his free throws, practicing his 3-pointers, and he kept missing. What if he just gave up there? What if he said, I'm not going to get any better at this? Well, I think Kobe's a better one, because Kobe was, the master of 3-pointers? Something like that?
Kobe's just a G. He's just,
Sure.
Kobe's awesome. Curry's the guy of threes, man.
Curry?
Come on. Yeah, bro.
Booker?
Huh?
Booker?
Seth Curry Booker's good.
Yeah, I don't know, but the people that rise to the top have a perspective that ultimately believes in themselves and takes the negatives and tries to flip them and become a positive.
Winners choose to win, but they also choose not to lose. Of course, you're going to come up on the way, whatever you're going, progressing towards obstacles, problems. And if you stop there, of course, you're a loser. But winners, they can't lose. What if you knew you couldn't lose because that option is eliminated? Okay, I failed, and I just move on. I move on. Little mistakes, little flukes, little bumps in the road. I keep moving on. I move on. If you just quit, then it's over. It's done. Like we said, you're a loser. That's what makes a loser. Is quitting, eliminating yourself. Just not even giving yourself a chance.
Imagine if Tyson Fury didn't get up in the 10th round. You seen that?
Yeah, bro.
When he got knocked down by Deontay. Imagine if he gave up. Imagine if he said, "This is it. If I get back up, I'm just gonna get knocked down again."
Right.
He got up believing that he could get up and win that fight. That's
wild. That fight was rigged.
That is a winner. That is a winner's mindset.
100%. Because he could have said, "Oh, I'm getting f***ed."
He basically got knocked out.
I'm gonna stay here.
I'm
gonna rest here. But he's decided when he's on the ground, the opposition's above him. He said, "Nah, I'm getting right back up there."
Leave this in the podcast, but how was it rigged?
Huh?
How was it rigged? You can leave this in.
No, I don't think it's rigged. I don't think it was rigged.
Because they said like the whole, the referee counted slow. Like if you put it next to a regular stopwatch, he was 10 seconds. It was like 16.
Oh, that was that fight. What?
Yeah,
that was not. That's wasn't.
But that's every fight.
I wasn't.
It's almost every fight. Like always. They do this in all fights. They give them some extra time. 9.
If you always counted, you could find a lot of those things. If you always.
But that's why it's at the judges'
perspective.
Because they're trying to make a good fight. Right. They're in there to make a good fight. Right. So even if it was 16 seconds, that's not the point. Tyson Fury didn't know how many seconds it was.
Right.
All he knew was whether the judge counted 10 seconds and 8 seconds or 10 seconds and 20 seconds. All Tyson Fury knew was I have to get up at 9. If he counted faster, Tyson Fury would have just got up at 9. Right. So the only reason he got up at 15 is because the judge said 9 at 15 seconds.
Right, but he got up when he had to get up because he's a winner. And he has a good perspective and he understands, I'm going to get knocked down. Literally, shit's going to go wrong. But I'm going to get back up and I'm going to fight.
Every time, unless they kill me or I am knocked out, I'm getting up.
Even if they kill me, I'm going crazy. Attack. Like, I'm just thinking of lesson number 1. Speed. How quickly can you do things? How fast can you attack? And that's all perspective too. You can do things a lot faster than you think, and most people just don't even think they can, so they give up.
And the perspective isn't all in us, right? Everybody has their own perspective. Every human on this planet has their own perspective and how they perceive the different things, right? And that it's really important to change your perspective, which is not easy, in every area of life, on things you believe about, in your relationship, your friendships, right? Sometimes you have negative perspectives about this person, you have negative perspectives about that person.
And you obtain perspective just by observing and
what is it getting you? You see this person, you have a negative perspective, you're like, I don't like that person just because they look like this, they look like that. Like, where is it getting you? You need to have a positive perspective and you need to chase and focus on things that are important,
PP, positive and productive.
Yes.
PP.
You guys have to have a very large PP.
Hell yeah. That's what makes us thrive, man. We're productive.
We need very large PPs. Positive, productive.
I like that.
Yes. Positive productivity is very important. I have a massive PP.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. Huge.
But yeah, guys, we think it's really important that you have a positive perspective. And I think a good analogy is what Top G, Mr. Andrew Tate, says about the ghosts in the house. What does he say? That.
Well, what he says is there's two kinds of people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one person believes in ghosts, right? They're all for it. One person doesn't even believe in ghosts, doesn't believe in ghosts at all.
Mm-hmm.
One hears something in the night. One hears something in the night. They're like, what the is that? Shoo it off. They shoo it off. Oh, just, creaking the boards, back to sleep. They get sleep. 7 hours, wake up, they're all good. The other group, the scaredy cats, the believers in the ghosts, panicking all night. All night, what the fuck was that sound? Oh no, something's wrong. I need to call my, whatever. And then they end up going to sleep. 1 hour of sleep, they wake up. Same thing, they're fine. And the difference is, one's super tired and one's ready to take on the day. And the difference is perspective. One said, okay, I'm not gonna let something I don't believe in scare me.
Yep.
You can't choose to believe in something that takes you down.
Yep.
If it's gonna hurt you, if you're gonna stay up all night because you're scared of the ghosts.
Yep.
Don't believe in the f***ing ghosts.
Yeah.
Obviously there are, I don't know about, as far as your beliefs in the afterlife, that's, pointless, another episode we can talk about, but.
Yeah.
Whether you do or not, the point is you don't want to believe in something and give something power that takes your power away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're just taking yourself down at that point. You're choosing to drag yourself down. And that's perspective. And that's power.
Yeah.
There's power in having a good perspective. But there's power in perspective.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. One has perspective, horrible perspective. They're scared. They give something power that's going to kill them, take them down. Not kill them, but take away their power. And it's all right here. It's crazy how strong it is right here. The whole world, the way you observe the world, your perception, the way you perceive things, your perspective.
Yeah.
It's just right here. And everybody has their own different perspectives and the way they observe things. Anthony observes things differently than I do.
Yeah.
You observe differently than I do and than we do.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it.
Obviously, our perceptions are better than yours.
Of course. Because it's Anthony in action.
But back to the podcast.
Yeah.
What you believe is what you will achieve. You can't be successful without first being.
That's stressful. Is that an Anthony quote, by the way?
Isn't it Eric Thomas? Or is it similar to him?
I thought that was your quote. I don't remember Eric Thomas saying that. Maybe.
What did I say?
The first part you said.
What did I say?
Don't tell me you forgot, because right now I'm drawing a blank. You said, you will achieve what you believe.
Yeah.
Is that Eric Thomas?
Doesn't Eric Thomas say something like that? You said...
Eric Thomas says, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you'll be successful. Maybe he said that too. I don't know. All I know is that he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that is when you'll be successful.
Oh, yeah.
When you will put everything aside.
And what you achieve is only what you believe. And in order to succeed, you must release all of that negative greed. Because people want to own everything. They want to have everything. Some people just want to have everything. And the perspective is, a better idea is doing something like we're doing. We want to better our lives, but also better other people's lives. We don't just want to take. We want to take some so we can give some. A better idea is doing something like we're doing. We want to better our lives, but also better other people's lives. We don't just want to take. We want to take some so we can give some. You take so you can give. You bake cookies so you can live.
But yeah, in order to get, you gotta give. Think about you're playing the basketball game. You're playing the little hoop where someone's next to you, the little tiny hoops, and you're shooting.
Yeah. In order to get, you have to give. But to give, you also have to get. Because you can't give if you have nothing.
One big loop.
Yep.
One big loop.
So, a lot of people have this perspective that a lot of people, the top people, the rich people, they're all greedy. They all, maybe a couple of them are, but a lot of them are giving more money per week than you'll make in your life.
Seriously, like us. I mean,
Yeah, like we will.
Like we will. Like we will. Yes.
But people, like Elon Musk, some people at the top are giving more money to charity, giving more money. Yeah, it might be a lower percentage of their net worth than we have.
Yeah.
But still, in a week, they're giving more than most people make in their entire lives.
Right.
If
you say all rich people are bad, then they're probably not rich to where you know anybody that is, and you can verify that's not always true. At all levels of wealth, absolutely broke, absolutely filthy rich, and everything in between. There's good people and there's bad people. Yeah. There's genuine people and there's assholes. That's just part of the game. Yeah. That's the name of the game.
And it's all based on those people's perspective of life and what they should do and how they should achieve and how they want to get the most out of life.
The way you do everything, guys, the way you present yourself, the way you communicate, the way you talk, the way you see things, everything, that's all perspective.
Yeah.
The reason why you're talking the way you are, the reason why I move my hands or whatever the hell you're doing always is your perception. I've observed and I perceived, maybe my dad does that or whatever it may be. You perceive that and it becomes part of your ritual. Perception's everything. You can take in what you want to take in. And that's why if you're going to take in all the negative stuff, and you're eating all the negative things, and you're hearing all this, that's not going to do shit.
So let's talk about perception. All right?
Let's dive.
This is Thryve Empire, round 1, perception. All right? Because it's getting a little bit slow.
Round 1.
It's getting a little bit slow, and if you guys are still listening, we appreciate it. So we're going to make it a little more
fast,
entertaining. All right, Asher. Perspective. We've talked about perspective when it comes to succeeding, when it comes to your life, right? I'm going to ask you your perspective on a couple things.
Oh, God.
Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg.
Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg.
What's your perspective?
Okay. Well, obviously, Elon Musk is much bigger, more mass, probably a stronger punch.
Yeah.
Right? He's 6'2". Mark Zuckerberg is 5'7". Right? The weight difference is huge, right? One's goddamn heavyweight, one's featherweight.
Yeah.
But guess what? Just like always, little man's got the speed. Mark Zuckerberg could punch fast. Elon could take a whole bunch.
Mark has some training though.
Does he?
Yeah. But Elon says he took like karate when he was in like high school or something.
Now it's his only exercise he gets is lifting up his kids.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think
Mark is a black belt or something and like
realistically,
something,
probably. I don't want to say Mark Zuckerberg. But
what if he does? It's Tyson versus Ali.
Basically. I think Mark's quick. They're both not the strongest. Both G's. Both geniuses.
Yes.
I'm going with Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
I don't know if they're gonna fight, but I think Mark is gonna win. I think Mark's gonna come out like
a quicken?
Like Floyd Mayweather, or like Bruce Lee versus Butterbean. If you guys even know who that is.
I don't.
No.
But I bet he'll eat Mark's punches. He'll eat them. I mean, he'll just take it.
He's never taken a punch.
True. I bet Mark will start to win. You'll see him start to Zucky will start to smash on Elon. Pause. But he's just defending himself, and then eventually at the end, Elon will get real mad. What is it called? The super sane.
Yeah.
And he'll take down Mark. Elon all the way.
Yeah. He'll enable. But what if Mark Zuckerberg enables his
meta,
his reptilian side?
Takes out his fangs and changes colors and blends into his surroundings. Then Elon's fucked.
What if Elon turns on his AI brain? Because he has a chip in it already.
And he can already detect what he's going to do before it even happens.
Yeah.
So he can defend himself before Mark even throws a punch. Before Lizardman even... But he can't see him. But Elon can't defend himself beforehand because Mark's blending into the walls. Lizardman.
Yeah.
That's scary to think about, guys.
What's your perspective on...
You're telling me Mark Zuckerberg would win that, though?
I think so. I think he has some training. I think if you put... Obviously, this is a little bit different because I'm talking about an actual fighter, but if you put Ali. No, if you put who's a big one?
A big one?
Yeah.
John Jones.
He fights. Who's a big one that doesn't fight?
Oh, Miguel Cabrera.
Sure. If you put
6'4".
Conor McGregor against Miguel Cabrera,
Then yeah, then even though McGregor's throwing punches, kicks, and stuff, Cabrera's just this big dude.
you think he's gonna win? You think Cabrera will win?
Fall on him.
What is he gonna do? Like, he's gonna hit him with his batting swing.
But McGregor, yeah, no, he would still win because he's quicker, stronger, more dense.
Yeah.
Well, Miguel can lift much more than McGregor can, but just because he has more mass.
You think a world-class, top-of-the-line world champion will lose to a baseball player?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I was saying Miguel's stronger.
Maybe.
He can lift more weight. He can lift more weight off of a bench than
Probably.
McGregor can. For sure. Even if it's all fat. Even if it's all fat, which is not. He's strong as
Yeah.
Even if it was all fat. A 300 pound, that's not true actually. Because I see people that are 400 pounds and they just, they're out of shape as fuck.
Yeah.
The difference between 200 and 300 pounds is big, but the difference between 300 pounds and 400 pounds is astronomical.
Yeah.
The difference between 100 and 200 pounds, yes, huge. 300, sort of big. But the difference between 300 and 400 pounds is massive. What the?
What? It's the same. Okay. I know what you mean.
Yes, mathematically it is the same. But if you're thinking about like weight-wise, think about that. It's big facts.
Hope you guys are enjoying this podcast.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a little boring right now.
Yeah, but we just kind of have to ramble sometimes because this is off the top of the dome.
Top of the dome, never going home.
I'm not alone.
Yeah. So, what's your perspective on is water wet?
Is water wet? Is water wet? Is barbecue sauce saucy? Well, listen, if you spray water into the water, if you spray water into water, did you make the water wet?
What
No.
makes something wet?
What makes something wet?
Yeah.
The presence of water. The presence of H2O.
Really?
Humidity.
So
moisture.
how do we determine whether
Water's not wet.
How do we determine whether something is wet, right? Let's say I have water. I have water.
Yes,
Right?
actually. No.
So we have some water right here. Is the table wet?
Well, it's funny because this is the one kind of table where it's just like saying super isolated, where it doesn't look like it's put at all. But usually, if you put water on a table, it could soak in. It has to do with right now the table's not wet.
The table's not wet
The table's not wet.
at all. Really? The table's not wet? It has water on it. So something's only wet if it's not a solid.
Something's only wet.
If it absorbs water?
Something's only wet. Nah, it's wet right here. The table's wet right there. The table is wet, I guess.
Okay. Feels dry to me.
Okay, then put your hand right there. And then see. Like, doesn't that make sense? The table's wet because this part is wet right there. I could say that yes, the table is dry right here, but the table is not dry. The table is wet. Because you couldn't say that. It only goes one way. You can't say it for both things. You can't say, oh yeah, the table's dry. Because the table is not dry.
Yeah.
And you could say the table is wet.
Yeah.
The table is wet.
So why do we say when it's raining that we're wet, but if it's not raining we're dry? When we're always wet when it comes to our eyes, when it comes to inside of us?
You know what that is?
Perspective. No, but really, why? Why am I dry right now, even though my eyes are wet? If you said the table's wet, that means I'm wet right now. That means you're wet right now. But really, what makes water wet? Is water wet? If you pour water on water, is it wet? And is something only wet with the presence of water or any liquid?
Something is only wet with
any liquid or just water? Let's say
any liquid.
Let's say you take a shirt, right?
Any liquid.
We have a shirt. You pour water on the shirt. Would you say the shirt's wet?
Yes.
Okay. Take that same shirt, it's now dry again, and you pour oil on that shirt, and it absorbs the oil. Is that shirt wet?
Yes.
It is.
It is wet.
Now, you take a bottle of water or a cup, and you put water in it, and you pour oil in it so the oil sits on top of the water, just like the water is sitting on top of the table. Did we just make the water wet by putting oil on top? Just like this water is sitting on top of the glass.
No.
Why?
The water was already wet.
So water is wet.
Been wet.
So water is wet. You think water is wet?
Yes, I changed my mind.
You think water is wet?
Water's wet, yeah.
Okay. I think water is wet.
Yeah, water is because, like, wet. Definitely. But it's all perspective. Because I could say, it's almost like a paradox. I could say the water's not wet and make things wet. But then you kind of debunk that.
Yeah, but there's also the people that say, if you fully submerge underwater, then you're not wet. What's that all about? People say, oh, if you go underwater and you put your whole body underwater, then you're not wet. You're not wet until you come out of the water. Now, how does that make sense?
Who said that?
I don't know. Just somebody from when I was discussing.
If you think that,
when I was debating this in like high school,
then you don't make any sense. So there's a little fire right here. There's a little fire. Oh, right here. I can use this fire. Okay, I can use this fire. I put my hand on the glass. So hot that just from the instantaneous touch, my hand's already hot. I burn. Now I hold it on there. Hands start crisping, melting. I just burnt myself.
okay.
Now I'm burnt. Now my whole body just jumps in the fire and I lay there.
Okay.
And my whole body's getting burnt.
Okay.
I'm still burnt. So when you jump in, when you touch this, my hand's wet.
Okay.
If I jump all the way in the water,
Okay.
I'm still wet.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. Was it a good analogy, guys? I hope it was.
Are clouds wet?
Are clouds wet? Well, yes, because that's what makes them even appear. Humidity, precipitation,
So,
moisture.
if you're inside of a cloud, are you wet?
It depends.
On what?
It depends. If I'm there. Just kidding. I have a new phone. We're not a new phone, a new camera. Recording right now. If I can hit it with a rock, that would suck. Did I even try to do that, guys? If you're still watching, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I assume you're a subscriber if you're still watching, but if you're not, you better hit that subscribe button.
Oh, yeah.
You better hit that subscribe button. I mean, look at all our thumbnails. Look at our editing.
Yeah,
I mean,
look at these
our
nails.
Look at our content.
This thumbnail.
This thumbnail. These thumbnails are awesome.
So he's gonna put this in the thumbnail, I'm sure. Look at
Yes.
this. Look at this thumbnail.
Yes. Look at this thumbnail. What's Wait, what do you call it?
Clickbait thumbnail right here. Clickbait thumbnail.
Clickbait. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Clickbait makes you want to click. Like a worm,
But not
on a hook.
bait.
Like a worm on a hook.
Yeah.
No, like for
Who's
real.
listening?
If you're sitting here, like in Nebraska, wherever you are,
The only person listening right now is our editor.
probably.
But if you're not, if you are,
If you're still for real though, if you're still watching,
Yep.
you have to go in the comments right now
yeah,
and then say I'm still watching.
yeah,
Or I say whatever time the video is
yeah.
right now.
Nobody said in our last video. Nobody said the key word, French fries.
Listen, if you're actually watching, that'd
Oh,
be
wait.
f***ing awesome.
I think that was we didn't even posted that one yet.
Oh no, spoiler alert.
No, but this is posting after that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully somebody said French fries. If you're still watching this, please say
Asparagus
asparagus.
in the comments.
Asparagus. Please. I mean, if we would be happy as to see asparagus in the comments right now.
Yeah.
No, seriously, like it would make our days. Asparagus in the comments. Say it if you're still watching. It would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But if you're not,
then you won't say it.
You won't hear me even saying this.
Yeah, it's just,
So it's kind
we're
of.
talking to,
I thought we were talking to you, but I guess we're not. We're just talking to a camera.
yeah. Things are going to get a lot better, guys. We're going to be inviting people on the podcast.
That's the thing.
Things are getting a little bit slow. We're a little rambling, but soon we're going to have people on, and it's going to be way more engaging. We're going to have Joe Rogan on.
Yeah, we're gonna have Joe Rogan. I think what's his name? Andrew something. Andrew Tate Top G. He hit us up. He got in contact. Yeah, he got in contact with us, and he wanted to be on our podcast. So we're gonna get him on soon.
Mr. Tater Tots.
Mr. Tater Tots. Yup. Cobra Tater Tot. But for real though, our podcast will be in a new setting. We'll be able to have guests soon. So right now, for these kind of videos, if you watch all our videos, if you have your G, then you can see that some of this is kind of repetitive, but our message will continue to be repetitive.
Yep.
Our message will continue to be repetitive. Doing things that you say you're going to do because you should do them.
Yep.
Telling yourself, I'm going to do this, and actually going to do it.
Yep.
Like get in the cold shower, actually get in the cold shower. Go for a run, actually go for a run. Building self-esteem, building self-confidence, being the best man you can possibly be, and progressing towards your goals despite of circumstances. That's our message, and that will continue to be repetitive.
Yeah.
But our setting, our video editing, as you can see, is awesome. Everything's getting better. Our audio,
It's going to be better.
our guests. So it's gonna be cool, guys. You're gonna see our views go from whatever it is right now. Check the video, 40 to
Yeah. We're going to have a top level athlete on soon.
100 million. Yes,
You're
we
going
will.
to see him. You're going to see him.
No, when we say top level athlete,
Yeah, top level, like,
we literally mean like the best in the entire
Best in the
country.
country.
Yeah, and that's pretty
and
awesome.
that's guaranteed,
Yeah,
probably.
definitely.
Yeah. He's going to be on the
Definitely.
podcast.
Yeah,
You'll see him soon.
for sure. Oh no, I'm getting nervous.
It's the end of the podcast, guys.
Oh,
As always, it was a blessing to speak to you.
thank you guys for listening to our
Thryve
spiel.
Podcast. Water is wet.
Is water wet?
Perspective is everything, guys. So my muscles are bigger because I believe they are. Have a good one. Hit the subscribe and get the f*** on
Keep
to the
showing
next
love.
video.
Get on with it.
Yeah.
Probably can't put that in.
Probably not.
Thank you guys.
Definitely not. Yeah. Yeah.